Alright SDRs, let me start this video by being real with you. If you're not doing the bare minimum, like making your calls or sending your emails if that's your company's sales strategy, then this video is not going to help you. But if you are hitting all of your minimums, I might just be able to help you level up. If you're wondering how you can be a top 1% seller, then you're in the right place. Let's dig in. Starting with the obvious, like I said, you have to do the bare minimum of what's being asked of you. If you're not making your calls or sending your emails, your manager is going to find a way to put you on a pip. But rather than just making those calls to make them, use each call as an opportunity to learn. If you make 50 calls in one sitting, for instance, and only 5 of those 50 go through, figure out why. The best SDRs are asking questions and searching for answers that are going to make them just a little bit better every single day. Here are some questions that you might want to consider if you're struggling just to get conversations started. Am I reaching the right person? Is this person a great ICP fit, or is it someone that's just a few degrees too far from a good fit? Am I reaching out to actual decision makers or individual contributors? Am I making it about them and not myself? Is my commission breath leaking out? Do I sound desperate to sell to them? Or am I being too vague? Is the value proposition clear, or am I leaving too much room for them to guess what I'm talking about? The best SDRs ask themselves how they can make their outreach just 1% better every single day. Here's a tip. Take 15 minutes at the end of every single day just to review some of the conversations you had. You can go through, analyze what you did well and what you think you could improve on. This alone will make you 10 times better than your peers over time, because I guarantee you, most of them aren't doing that. Now, to focus these efforts even more, here's the 3x3x1 method by Darren McKee. Each morning before you start your day of prospecting, choose 3 high-value companies. These are companies that are a perfect fit for your product or service. Then you're going to find 3 key buyers at each of those 3 companies. That's a total of 9 highly valuable prospects that you're going to focus on. But the real magic in setting it all up this way, personalization. Let's say you're targeting a VP of sales. Instead of saying, hey, I saw you're the VP of sales at X company, you could try this. Hey, I just saw your team hired 10 new reps. That's huge. I help scaling teams onboard faster. Mind if I send you something quick on that? That is way better outreach than sending that unpersonalized template. These 9 prospects are your chance to actually research and write messages that make it feel like it's just for them. These are your quality messages, not your copy and paste templated quantity messages. Your outreach should feel like you stalked them just the right amount. Not too much, but enough to make them feel like you actually care. Because you do. We typically recommend 10 minutes per person for each of these highly targeted messages. So that's a total of 90 minutes just focused on highly personalized outreach. When you go into your prospecting at the beginning of each day with this hyper-focused approach, you'll start noticing an effect on your pipeline. Personalization works. Period. And you also want your prospects to feel like they know you well enough to start a chat themselves. And that's why this next tip is to create a piece of content every single day. Yes, even as an SDR. You know what the best SDRs do? They make their prospects come to them. How do they do that? By showing up on LinkedIn every single day to add value. Think about it. Who do you trust more? A random SDR cold emailing you trying to get your attention, or an SDR that's been posting consistent insights about your industry? And I get it, posting content can be really daunting at first. I mean, a lot of people are calling it cringe to post on LinkedIn, so who would want to do that? But there's a really easy way to get started. Commenting on other people's content. Often, a well-timed and thought-out comment can actually get more attention than your posts. An added bonus is that you'll often find that a really well-thought-out comment can start as the seed for a full-blown post on your page. And LinkedIn recently released a feature that actually lets you see the number of impressions you're getting on your comments. This means that you can actually see if your comments are working and you're getting the attention that you need. The importance of making content and engaging on socials is really just to get your name familiar. Start small. Share a lesson from a call, a success story, or even a mistake that you made. The key is just showing up consistently. Want to know of a few sellers that are killing it on LinkedIn in my humble opinion? Here's a few. Gabrielle G.B. Blackwell from Common Room, Brian Lamana from Gong, Saad Khan from Aligned, and Travis Samat from HubSpot. They might all mostly be graduated from the SDR level, but they all started posting content when they were SDRs. And watching them publicly move up in their careers is so cool to see. And the best part of creating content is that it lends itself to a give first attitude, which is part of our next daily task that SDRs should be doing every single day. Here's the reality. Nobody wants to take your cold call, but you know what people do love? help. Instead of, hey, can I get 15 minutes? You can try, hey name, I saw you posted about challenge. I just talked to another sales leader dealing with the same thing. Do you want me to connect you to? Boom, now you're valuable. Giving can also show up in other ways. Like maybe your company has done a lot of research on a topic that's important to your prospect. Share it with them for free. Or what if a company that you're talking to mentions how they want to expand the sales team? Try giving them a referral to someone that's in your network. Or honestly, the simplest way to give first is by commenting on your prospects' content. People love feeling like what they say matters. A simple like or comment can go a long way, especially when you're consistent with it. Remember, you need to be genuine in your give first attitude. You can't go into it expecting to get something out of that person in return. Compounded over time and many people, give first will always pay off. Eventually, your reputation will just be that of a helpful and respectful person, a little different than most other SDRs, making you stand out. When you give more than you take, prospects will want to come to you. And when the time comes that they're ready to buy, they're gonna come talk to you first. And once you have a strong relationship with your network, you might actually be able to ask for favors in return. AKA, you might be able to ask your strongest relationships for warm introductions to even more prospects. I mean, you're an SDR, you know that one of your daily tasks is to send cold emails every single day. Instead of blindly sending that cold email with no context or anything, just check your network and see if you know somebody that knows that prospect and can give you an easy intro. Who do you already know that can introduce you? Let's say you want to reach a CRO at a company. Instead of blasting them with the generic cold email, just look through your network and see if you already know someone. Maybe your old boss who you left that job on good terms with actually is connected with them and they're pretty close. Wouldn't it be easier just to ask for that warm intro first? The best SDRs always start here because of these stats. Warm intros have the lowest no-show rate at just 3%, and warm intros have a close rate that's 2 to 4 times higher than any other channel. You could book the same number of meetings with warm outreach and get 25% more revenue versus booking those meetings through cold outreach. Investing in this type of sales strategy doesn't get more compelling than that. And to make warm intros work even better for your entire team, you could try asking your manager to schedule weekly power hours. Pretty much once a week, either you or your manager on behalf of your entire team can go through your prospect list with a partner or with someone internally to see who they know that knows your prospect. And it's not just a one-way road, so that partner can also share their lead list and see who you know, and you can help them out. You might also be able to provide value to them by helping them close a deal or share some expertise. Whatever it is, it'll always be a give first, take second type of situation. And if you want to learn more about warm outreach strategy, then check out this video.